Hello darlings, how you doing? As you can see, I'm totally shit. This is the worst crash I've had in years, so I'm still up and down. One day I can't move and feel like shit and just want to sleep, and another day I feel alright but I can't do anything because I'll burn myself out for the next day. So I'm doing alright though, because I've done this 1,000 million times and you haven't. So how are you doing? How are you doing? This could be the start of when your monkey brain starts, because you most probably, we're coming into week 2, aren't we? Right, so this is when depression, stress, monkey brain starts telling us about stuff that we really don't need to hear, but we still do. It's boredom kicking in. It's getting frustrated with the kids because you're their teacher, their cooker, their cleaner, their everything, and they're getting on your nerves. You're feeling stir crazy. All the local parks have been locked up, so you can't go anywhere. They've locked our car parks up at the beach, so you're getting stir crazy. If you're on your own, you're really starting to let it hit. You're not being able to see anybody. You know, FaceTime is okay, but it's not really good enough. If you're on your own, then you could be really starting to get depressed. It could be going downhill a bit. You could be feeling a bit like there's no end to it. What am I going to do? There could be anxiety, panic attacks, all sorts of things going on. Some of you could be riding this like a bitch, loving it, chucking the Netflix on, doing your work from home, loving it. You know, and do you know that the biggest thing that you need to endorse is positivity. There is absolutely nothing you can do about this, okay? So you've got to ride with it. It depends if you go struggling and kicking and treading water and try and grab breath at every given moment, or you surf it like a top dude. I don't know why I'm talking like that today. Perhaps I've just, I don't know, been possessed by some, I don't know, weird surfing dude person. But that's the way to do it. This will be the biggest battle of your mind, you know, with people like me. And this is a shout out again. And I don't care if I do this 1,000 times, a million times, to people with chronic illness who are stuck at home, you know, because in my crash, at the moment, obviously I've been deemed now as vulnerable and high risk, right? And can't go out to the shops because it takes about 2-3 hours, which totally burns you out. And so you've got the problem of how do you get food in and stuff like that. I am so lucky. I've got the best friends ever in the whole world, and the best neighbours who text me every morning and night to make sure I'm okay if I need anything. So I'm really lucky, but some of you might not be as lucky. Please, I know what you're like. ME, MS, fibro, lupus, whatever you've got, sufferers, we are the worst at asking for help. And I did the biggest, I think I told you, I did the biggest mistake of basically saying, oh, I can't let anybody go and do all my shopping, I'll do it myself. Oh my God, what a mistake. Perhaps that set me back again. So please find your local forums. You know, there's all the local community forums, there'll be local help numbers. Use them. Do not suffer, do not have any milk or food. Do not force yourself to go. Just ask for help, darlings. That's all you've got to do, okay? I was going to do regular videos on Facebook, and the next one was going to be about self-love, right? But my energy, I don't think I could take saying hello to, it sounds really weird, but you'll understand this if you've got this sort of condition, that by saying hello to everybody and engaging as well as saying what I have to say is going to use up too much energy. I really am completely exhausted, and I have not been this bad. Talk about heartbreak, making it ill. Jesus Christ. This has just absolutely slaughtered me. Absolutely slaughtered my body, you know. I'm just absolutely not wanting to play at all. But hey ho, it's one of those things, isn't it? So self-love. Self-love is the most important part of you know, our spiritual boot camp, if you like, while we're on our, well, in our own presence more than we're going to ever be in our whole lives. You know, we're on lockdown here, so basically we're going to be all the good stuff. We're going to be enjoying all the good stuff, you know, being close to family members, enjoying quality time with them, which will eventually turn to you wanting to kill them. All I'm saying is that we need to use this time to start working on ourselves. You know, that's what we need to be doing. So I'll give you an example of what I did yesterday. All right, I'm not saying my toe. So yesterday I woke up in agonising pain. My whole body was just agonising. I thought, okay, bitch, you don't want to play today. That's fine. That's fine. So then what I did was, rather than allow my mind, which it's done a couple of times, I'm not going to lie, you know, I'm not in a good space at the moment. And so, you know, you need to grab hold of your mind and give it a bit of a smack around the legs. Do you know what I mean? When it starts, because it will start feeling sorry for itself. And it will start projecting more and more negative thought processes, which then lead to an emotion. So you'll end up either crying or angry or pissed off or just hating the world, which will then lead to behaviour, all right? And then it just goes into a whirlwind of negativity, which you need to pull yourself back from, okay? So what we need to do is we need to stop any bad thoughts first of all. So the first thing, I know I keep repeating this, but people just keep saying to me, I get so many emails, people saying, how do you do it? How do you stay so positive? How do you keep going? And I'm like, oh my God, I say it so many times in my videos, right? The very, very first thing I do is I do my 3 things I'm grateful for. Normally they're my 2 little furry babies there that are sleeping sound though next to me, bless their little hearts. They always come up in my gratitude because they're just like my earth angels. They're my companions. They're the ones that keep me going. You know, look, hang on a minute. Oh God. Oh, can you see them? Look at the state of my bed. I don't know if you can see him or not. Can you see him? Oh, I don't know. I'm so unprofessional, aren't I? I still haven't set up my camera. Let my brother This is a bit wonky as well, isn't it? I don't care. I really don't care. All I care about is if I can help someone by talking to them about stuff that happens in your mind when you're stuck in your house. So self-love. So I did my gratitude, and then I looked up what is really good for depression, feeling shit, feeling bad, because I thought I'm going to end up getting really pissed off later on because I'm in so much pain. And so I've started doing these recipes, right? Oh God, they should be cocktails, I'm not going to lie, but they are recipes for essential oils. So I've done a lot of research and got a load of recipes. So I've done them in little books. So I opened my little book up. I've got a huge box of essential oils now, and I looked at one. I thought, well, that'd be nice. So I've got that. So I've got it burning as well again today. I think it was rose, lavender, and sandalwood. So I've got that burning again today, but I had that burning yesterday, and I thought, right, and I sat down for 5 minutes. I thought, what can I do today which is not going to use a lot of energy, it's not going to hurt my body, but it's going to make me feel really good, okay? And this is just a typical way of adopting self-love, right? So I made a cup of tea, sat down, and I thought, right, what shall I do? And I thought, I'm going to have a little beauty day. I know it doesn't look like it. And I've been picking that as well. Right, I've been picking that. Yes, I know that it doesn't look like it. Look at me. I just look a bit rough there. But I thought, right, okay, I'm going to dye my eyebrows because they go white blonde and I look like an albino. So I thought I'm going to do that. So I sat back, I put some meditation music on, which I love, right, which has also got like sea sounds and water sounds, which is my absolute element, right? I sprayed perfume on that reminds me of my dive holidays. I always wear that on holiday, right? Pink Gucci. So I sprayed that on, and then I decided and I did my eyebrows, and then I bought this new face cream, right, or you know, stuff that I always use, and it came with this gift, right, which was a papaya enzyme cream. So I put that on. So I thought I'd do myself a little facial. Then ages ago I bought this LED mask. So I did the facial. Like, none of this is massive energy, and I know you're saying, no, I can't do this if I've got kids, but this is what you do after the kids have gone to bed, or when you've got time to yourself, you know, rather than just turn the telly on and just mind numb. Do things purposely for what you want to do, what you like. Right, so I did the facial, then I did the LED mask thing, which was lush, and I laid under that. And I thought, oh, I'm going to have a nice cheeky little bath now. So I made an Epsom salt bath, right, which was infused with rose, which is all self-love, you know, that's what, and the sacred oil is as well. Thank you, Annie Lloyd, my little darling. I'm also dousing myself with that as well. Love, self-love. I did have rose quartz on, but my higher self decided that I should change it to moonstone now, which again is all about focus. It's about analysing relationships. It's about adopting self-love and intuition within your own right. Love this. Moonstone is one of my favourites as well. And I thought, yeah, that'll do. I could do it a bit shorter though. I might find see if I've got a shorter. That's better, isn't it? See if I've got a shorter doodah. Shorter time. So I did that, and then my friend came round, which she shouldn't have really, but I was nowhere near her, and she's an absolute darling, beautiful angel. She not only works for the NHS, she's not only a nurse, but she came and pressure washed my patio because she knows that I've got a brand new posh patio set coming today. So I watched her from afar. I thought, my God, you beautiful, beautiful woman. And she just wanted to do it. One, I think she was bored, but two, you know, she's only up the road and she didn't go anywhere near me, so we didn't exactly break any rules, sort of. And so that made me really happy. And I'd ordered some fairy lights and different garden lights to light up all my garden with different colours everywhere. And I put those in after she'd gone. Put those in and then watched them light up when it went dark. And I decided to read some of my book, and then I thought, right, what would I like to watch? And it was all about dating myself yesterday. It was all about, do you know when you want to please someone you love and you go, oh, what should I do for them? What should I, oh, I'll do that, I'll buy that, I'll think of this, I'll cook that, right? And it's all about that, doing it for yourself. Okay, so that's what you got to adopt. That's how simple self-love is. Okay, it's that simple. So date yourself, court yourself, do things that you want to do, even if it's something really little, like, oh, do you know what, I'm going to file and paint my nails. Anything at all that's dedicated to something that pleases you or makes you smile or makes you sigh and go, I really enjoyed that. Okay, it doesn't have to be anything amazing, but just tiny little things. Promise yourself, even if it's just 3 things a day that you're going to do for yourself, you're dedicating some aspect towards self-love. Why are we doing this, by the way? Why are we doing this? Because I'm telling you now, after 5 years in bed on my own, on top of being in agonising pain and not being able to move and all the other symptoms that I had, including incontinence, right? I'm telling you now, these tiny little rituals, these tiny little things, if you continually do regularly, will automatically kick in whenever they need to. So say if you break your leg and then you're stuck indoors for 6 weeks, right? It's all about this. If you control this, you are laughing. If you don't, you'll go downhill really quickly, I promise you. Okay, mental health it has to be, it's like your body health. You have to go to the gym, you have to keep exercising it, even if you're not someone that gets depressed, even if you're not someone that is unhappy, right? What is wrong with flexing all of that nice little mental health muscles to keep it all flowing nicely and going nicely, you know? So if there's nothing wrong in doing it, do it. I then wrote in my journal, and there was nothing really amazing to write in it, but it was just about all the positive things I'd done for myself. So it's just reaffirming everything I'd done. I also did, which I used to find really hard, is mirror work. And so what this is, especially when I'm looking so poorly at the moment, I'm looking in the mirror like, oh my God, you look like shit, love. I haven't looked this bad for so long. It's ridiculous. But anyway, I got onto the fact that I've had a crash. I've had a relapse. So what? Get over it. You know, it's not as if I'm going to bloody die. Do you know what I mean? But God, it's not good. So you look in the mirror and you sit there and have a chat with yourself, right? And this is a lot of you know, coaches, life coaches, and counsellors will tell you to do this mirror work. It's really simple. Is you basically sit in front of a mirror and you tell yourself how much you love yourself. And I tell you what, it's bloody hard. If you've got issues, it's not for me now, but back in the day, I was like, I fucking hate you. I don't want to say this. It was really hard to do. I used to keep avoiding it. And I'm like, wow, I used to keep avoiding it. Oh, look, and look, this nice lump of rose quartz next to me. It's a little burner, actually. I might light a little candle in a minute. Oh, it's lovely. See, I'm sitting in my little sanctuary. As I said, I could be sitting here now going, for Christ's sake, you're never going to meet anybody because you're not going to be with someone that's ill and you've got loads of pain and you're sitting in bed and it's another day wasted, you're not getting any younger. Okay, la 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 la, the monkey brain stuff going on. That's the monkey brain shit going on. But I'm stopping it because I don't want to get into that. You know, that's what I'm talking about with monkey brain. So Anyway, so the mirror work is really tough, I'm not going to lie. Especially if you're feeling negative or pissed off or angry or frustrated, which a lot of you may be experiencing now, and this is we're only coming out of like the first week, do you know what I mean? Give it another month, oh my god, you'll be watching these videos thinking she's so right, okay? Because you're just not used to it. You're not used to it, being told that you can't go anywhere, you can't do anything, you have to stay in your house. It's like, oh, okay then. So basically, what you need to do is sit in front of the mirror and really, really look at yourself, okay, and love every single bit of everything that looks back at you, okay? So look at your mouth. Oh my god, your mouth's really sweet. Look at it like that, teeth. I look at no criticism. You're really, really beautiful. And you know what? You're really, really brave. You've been through so much, and you've been through, like I was doing it yesterday, you've been through 2 relationships, one after the other, where they've cheated, betrayed, lied to you, and all you've done is be a really lovely, kind, beautiful person. What the fuck? But rather than allow it then to go into self-pity, I've gone, wow, okay then, thanks for the lessons, guys. Thanks for showing me that there is like really shitty people out there that don't care about people. Be mindful of that for the next one, because I know that I'm a beautiful person and that I've done absolutely nothing wrong apart from falling in love, right? So you do that, and then you say, I love you, Nikki, you're really strong, you're a survivor. Look how brave you are when you're so poorly. Look at what you're doing, you know. And then it's like you realise how vulnerable you are then, because of this upset, you know, your body's now crashed. Bless your heart, are you okay, right? So you're doing loving friend, perhaps even what a partner would say to another partner, as well as really boosting yourself up. The most important thing to do is tell yourself that you love yourself, okay? It's really hard to do if you're in a space of not liking yourself, if you haven't adopted self-love. And do it regularly. Talk to yourself in the mirror, even if it's just to laugh and go, oh my god, you're looking good today, Nikki, well done you, you're looking hot, love. You know, just have a laugh with it, play with it. But it's a very valuable tool to use for self-love, okay? Also, I was going to do a guided meditation, but I think it's going to take too long, and I get tired really quickly and then just fall asleep like an old granny at the moment. Don't know how long it's going to last, but hey ho. It's a good time to have it now though, isn't it? To be fair, because if everybody was out and doing stuff and I was missing out, I'd have to be really gutted. So yes, do it now, ME Crash, and then piss off, ready for when lockdown ends. So yes, we do the mirror work. I also, oh god, I keep bloody digressing and I keep missing where I was going. I've got my beautiful crystals up in my window and they just create rainbows everywhere. Oh my god, I just love this room. I love all my rooms. One room to do and then I'm done. So yes, so you've done that you've done those affirmations, or it could even be you do affirmations in the mirror for things that you're worried of. I'm okay with the kids. I'm doing fine now. I'm a good dad. I'm a good mum. I'm going to be okay. The job isn't going to go anywhere, all right? Stay in there. Stop panicking, Janet, or whatever your name is. Do you know what I mean? Whatever the things you're worried about, talk to yourself about them. You feel a complete idiot doing it to begin with, but it's really, really, really valuable, okay? So make sure you work with affirmations. As I said, I was going to do the meditation, but perhaps I'll do it another day. But at the moment, the easiest thing for you to do, right, is go onto YouTube here and just put in meditation for. So it could be meditation for alleviating frustration, and meditation for positive thinking, meditation for self-love, right? There are so many here. I use Pura Rasa a lot. I love her voice. I love the music she uses, right? You've got to like the voice, right? There was one that I did the other night and I thought, oh my God, this is perfect. I'll do this. It's one for abundance. And then it was like, hey, and I'm like, oh my God, I can't stand your voice. I'm not going to last 2 minutes. So you need something you're going to like almost want to eat. Like a chocolatey caramel, yummy salted caramel chocolate bar, and just think, oh God, yeah, I could really, really, really go asleep to this. Doesn't matter if you go asleep, by the way, with meditation. Okay, so with your meditations, again, there's a video for preparing for meditations on here, but it could be millions and millions back, so it's not millions, but you know what I mean. So literally prepare yourself, make sure nobody's going to disturb you, turn your phone off, wear it loose or under anything that's a bit tight or restrictive. If you've got tight clothing on, you can sit or lay down. Danger of laying down though is you possibly could totally fall asleep. But it doesn't matter, because subliminally your subconscious will hear what is being said in the meditation anyway. So don't get frustrated if you fall asleep. Don't worry if you keep thinking about, I've got to cook sausages and get them out of the freezer. If you keep getting weird thoughts, just bring it back and try and concentrate on the voice that's guiding you in the meditation. And by all means, you can have a candle burning if you want. But one, you've got the danger aspect of that. And two, you know, if you're extra sensitive while you're in meditation, you could even smell your mum or your dad come from the spirit world, because a lot of them are visiting at the moment to trying to give us a hang on in there kind of message, okay? So up to you. But I would, you know, just find a room that's comfortable for you. Have a glass of water waiting to ground yourself when you come out. Have a cup of tea and biscuit afterwards as well to ground yourself if you're doing meditation. I would not recommend doing any trance or deep level meditations. Just do the very simple ones that are on YouTube if you're not used to it or you've never done it before. Meditation is going to be your key throughout this, and it feels like a bit of, oh God, I've got to do it. But I'm doing about 2 a day at the moment, and I just love it, because you lay there, you get someone that knows what they're doing, takes you into a guided meditation, and you're away with the fairies. You're in somewhere beautiful, peaceful and calm. As long as you can get your mindset in the game and that you don't keep drifting off and thinking of other things, you just keep practicing until you'll just be able to do it. You know, it does take a bit of practice, meditation, mind focus, but even if you manage 5 minutes of being in your zone, then lovely, just keep pushing it, you know. And I just go off to these beautiful lands, beautiful places. Sometimes I see my guide, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I wake myself up snoring. Doesn't matter. The fact is, you're dedicating valuable time to yourself, okay? If not, make it a fun thing. Do a group meditation, you know, if the kids are old enough. You know, employ some of these practices. It's not all about being like spiritual guru practices. You know, employ some of these with the kids. Do, you know, some of the exercises that I've got on here, do with the children. You could even do the self-reflective one with the kids. I love you. You're a good boy. Should I tell you why you're a good boy? And then get them to say things back to you. You know, mutual praise works. Perfect. You know, incorporate it with your family if you wish to, or your other half, or whoever you're with. I do it with my babies. I'm a nutty old dog person, aren't I? I just can't get away from it. I'm only joking. So, as I say, it doesn't have to be a chore, right? I think some people, especially if they're a bit underwhelmed by what's going on at the moment, or feeling a bit shitty, they're going to like, I can't be asked to do all that, you know, that crystal work and all the rest of it, and oils and blah blah. Just do one of them then. See, the thing is, I don't do this because I think I have to do it. I think, what would I like to do? And I actually do things automatically now without even thinking. I consciously have to put my essential oils on. I consciously have to light my crystals up. I consciously have to, I just do whatever I want to do. It's like this, you know, I'm knackered, I'm sitting here, and I thought, well, I'll just do one, you know. And the thing is that I get such good feedback that at least I'm reaching people that, you know, that really, really, what's the word, are grateful for them. You know, and I'm just too tired at the moment to engage with people live, so I'm just going to do this one at the moment, and then when I feel a bit stronger, yes, I will engage with people. Yes, I will do the cards. I might even get the cards out later if I feel like it. You know, it's all about what you want to do, not what you should be doing, what you could be doing. You know, just go with the flow of your energy and what you want to do, okay? And if you don't want to do it, don't. This is going to be the biggest realisation of your life. Biggest epiphanies are going to hit you during this time. You know, you're really going to start looking at your life and whether you're loving it or it needs changing or you can't stand it. You know, because you're literally being faced with your life and you at the moment, and I think it's a wonderful thing. I think it's absolutely horrific that so many people are losing their lives and so many people are going through grieving and, you know, even isolating. They have to isolate and grieve. They can't even meet with other family members and grieve the loss of their loved one. It's absolutely horrific, but I'm trying to keep away from that because that's all you read about. It's all you see is so even more people are dead, and you know, this potentially could be, and 500,000 have got this and whatever. You know, it's just, I don't watch the news anymore. I really I can't keep taking it on board. And so part of my self-love regime, part of my self-protection regime is that I just want to embrace what my little bubble, you know. So rather than think, oh my God, I'm really lonely, I'm isolated, I'm not. I'm in my little bubble of loveliness, you know. I'm looking around me at the moment. I've got selenite crystals everywhere, fairies and photographs of all my family members. And then if I miss them, all I've got to do is FaceTime them. You know, it's not a massive biggie. And so, you know, you've got to give yourself a break, guys. Give yourself a break. Be kind to yourself. You know, demand that 5 minutes out. You know, if you've got a husband and kids, or you've got a wife and kids, like, I'm going to have 10 minutes out, just need to go and do some stuff. Okay, respect it. Go and do whatever you need to do for those 10 minutes. It doesn't take a lot of time for you to dedicate time to yourself. It really doesn't, because put it another way, right? Just say if you just met someone, you do and make time for them as much as you can, don't you? You're obsessed with wanting to be with them, talk with them, do things for them. It doesn't matter if you're running a business, it doesn't matter if you're bloody, I don't know, whatever you're doing, you will make time for that person, won't you? Because you don't want them to think that you're not interested, right? So, you know, you're texting all the time and messaging all the time, phoning all the time, you know, do that to yourself then. If you can do it for other people, make time. Do it for yourself. I haven't got time, I'm busy. You know, that's when you know someone isn't into you, innit? Do you know what I mean? So I'm really busy, so I haven't spoke to you today. And you think, nah. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm telling you, when you're interested or in love with someone, you do bloody anything. Hell or high water won't stop you from getting hold of them or seeing them, right? So adopt that with yourself. Think of young love, you know, even if you're in a 20-year marriage, it doesn't matter. Think of that first love and think about all of the efforts you made. You may still do it. You may be in a beautiful marriage, lucky you, where you still do that. Just chuck a bit back on yourself, okay? So I'm going to leave it there for the time being because I'm getting a bit tired, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to do a bit of work for my tarot project. And I shall speak again with you very soon. I might do some cards later, I don't know. I'll see how I am. Hopefully the pain will have gone a bit less by then, because sitting up's a bit painful. It's a right pain in the arse, isn't it? I can't believe this. I haven't been this bad for so long. It's ridiculous. And again, it's amazing how your emotional state will create physical states. Right? This is all emotional. This is all trauma that's happened. And it's like, I don't know how long ago it is now. A couple of months or whatever. I don't know, weeks. I haven't got a clue. It's not as if I write in my diary. I do write everything in my diary, but I don't write shit like that down. But, you know, it's amazing how emotional upset and stress can then create physical stuff. So all of the bits that I'm telling you to do will all aid you in not starting to get physical symptoms of emotional ailing, if you like. And so stay positive, stay happy, do things that make you smile. If you've got a couple of chores that you have to do, promise yourself something nice after. Cup of tea, chocolate biscuit, I don't know, whatever it is. Put a carrot, you know, in front of the donkey, so that even if you've got like really negative chores that you've got to do, make sure there's a reward at the end of it, okay? Try and balance everything that's going on in the household at the moment, so that there's always something ends on a good note. I know this all sounds like, duh, you know, how's that going to help? Trust me, I've been there. It does help, because you'll just get more and more stir crazy. Right, unless you've got like a 20-acre garden that you can just roam around. Oh, wouldn't that be nice? Lovely. Well, I've got quite a big park just there, so I get out there a lot, which is nice. It was lovely actually. And do you know what? When I went out there, I can't remember what day it was, because all I've got to do is literally go across the road and then sit on a bench, and the dogs can run all around the lakes and that. It was so cute, because I sat there and these are spirit messengers, swans, 3 swans just waddled across past me, and then 3 ducks. I'm like, oh my God, they're so sweet, right next to me. And then I started pooing my pants. I thought, if the dogs come back now, it's just going to be nasty, but they didn't. But yeah, again, appreciating the tiny things, nature. And at the moment, because everything's so quiet, even quieter than it normally is, because by now we'd have all the holidaymakers starting their descent. But I just sat there listening, and there was a heron, and I was listening to the pigeons, I was listening to all the different birds song in the bird sanctuary, and listening to the sea. I can hear the sea, I can hear the sea here. So it's really rough at the moment because I can hear it, and listening to the wind through the trees, and just thinking, after a deep breath, this is beautiful, this is amazing, I love it, I'm so lucky, you know. And it's just a dog walk, whereas beforehand I'm always mindful, but people that aren't used to being mindful will just walk the dog, get it over and done with, get home. They're not in their present. You know, they're not present in their lives. They're just doing what they need to do, get it over and done with. Be more present, appreciate more what's going on around you. Even if you just sit there and think, do you know what, I decorated this room. I'm bloody really proud of this. Just little things, these tiny little nuggets will feed you a huge hamper in the next couple of weeks, okay? Keep positive, keep mindful, and embrace everything with gratitude and happiness. If you're going to blow a gasket, go outside, take a few breaths, think of what makes you happy, think of what is really good for you. That's fine. If you're finding that you are in a intolerable situation, again, start writing it out, start writing perhaps plans out for how you're going to change it when all of this ends. Archangel Jeremiah is brilliant for that, reviewing your life, helping you through what is right and wrong and how to move forward. Okay, so it's all about you. It's all about where you are, being present, how you feel about your life, how you feel about your situation, and if you're loving it, how to embrace it, how to make it more perfect, or now perhaps you might be looking at how to change it. But it's all about you, and you'll find a lot through meditation. Have a look within the inner voice, have a look within the inner child and see what it wants to tell you. Okay, so I'm going to leave it with that so I can finish off my tea, which is getting a bit cold. And I hope this helps people. Keep loving yourselves. Keep loving each other, because it's so much better than killing each other under the same roof. No, love each other. Be kind to yourselves, and I'll speak to you again very soon. Stay safe and do everything you can in your home to make yourself feel as happy and busy as you can without the monkey brain interfering. Hang on in there. I'll see you soon. Bye.